From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, the start of our Arctic air is already coming into the area right now. We're seeing temperatures into the 20s, 26 degrees in Lansing, 25 in Mason, 24 in Jackson, and 23 in Hillsdale. Wind chills are making us feel like we're into the teens, 17 in Jackson, 16 in Mason, and we're feeling like 19 degrees here in Lansing. Mostly clear skies are in the forecast, but we'll also see those clouds mixing in at times, and we'll eventually see those temperatures start to drop even further back down into the teens for tomorrow and barely moving from there. I'll have the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 6.
The Detroit Lions are just 2 hours away from beginning their playoff journey to the Super Bowl. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. The Lions are taking on the Washington Commanders in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs. Our sports director, Ian Kress, joins us live from Ford Field. Ian, what's it like down there?
Hey Rachel, yeah, the doors open just before 6 o'clock here at Ford Field, so fans are starting to make their way in. Prior to coming in, the fans were outside in the very chilly conditions, tailgating, having a great time, and it's for good reason, because the Lions knew coming into this season, having home field advantage throughout these playoffs was a big goal of theirs. They know the advantage playing at Ford Field has for them, especially in prime time games. The Lions are 11-2 under Dan Campbell in those prime time games, and prior to getting into Ford Field, we had a chance to catch up with some of the fans who are very excited for the Lions playoff game tonight and are hoping it ends with a trip to the Super Bowl in 3 weeks.
This is awesome. 59 this year, and I've been waiting 50 years for the Lions to have such a great team and highly competitive, great coaching, awesome players. It's very motivating to watch them play, and now I can share with my son and bring him here and enjoy the night.
I think it's really cool because, like, growing up, you know, Detroit was going through like a rough time, so that's like all I ever knew it as, is like kind of going through a rough spot. I think it's really cool that like feels like the city's healing.
Go Lions!
Yeah!
Let's go! Put up! Go Lions!
Everything's right. The Lions are in the playoffs, and it really feels good to, like, you know, this is not just like about the Lions; it's about the city as a whole. You know,
this is amazing. This is the atmosphere that's like it's the greatest. Like, we've been waiting this for a very long time.
Now, on average, the playoff game tonight between the Lions and Commanders is the most expensive ticket throughout these NFL playoffs so far this season. And great news for the Lions and their fans. Running back David Montgomery is expected to play tonight after missing the last 3 games due to an MCL injury. And we're going to be checking in with you a little bit later. Coming up in sports, myself and Sherian McBroom will be back live here at Ford Field. For now, live in Detroit, Ian Kress, 6 Sports.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ian, and go Lions. Well, here in Lansing, hundreds of people were at the Capitol today to protest against Donald Trump's upcoming presidency. This happening just 2 days before his inauguration. Taryn Simmons spoke to organizers about why they decided to make their voices heard. Taryn?
Rachel, the event organizers say the purpose of the rally was to unite people, let their voices be heard, and they say most importantly to protect their rights as the incoming president prepares to take office.
We're just going to march forward for our rights because we've earned them.
Mexican immigrant Monica Jaladina is one of hundreds of protesters frustrated at the presidential election results. And she made that clear at the People's March this afternoon. She says when she heard the news that Trump won the presidency, she couldn't believe her ears.
I thought it was a joke. I mean, it's unreal, but it's an oligarchy for dealing with people that have so much power.
Only 2 days before Trump's inauguration, one of his main priorities is deporting undocumented immigrants, something Jaladina thinks is too expensive.
That's going to be over $3 trillion, and our government's already in deficit for $37 trillion.
Protester Alyssa Hargett says she's worried for the future of the country as a whole.
None of it makes sense. We're a joke to the world. We have to stand up for something or we'll fall for everything.
Dina Walters agrees. She says as a trans woman, Trump's perspective on trans people in America is nothing positive.
Trump treats us like we're ninth-class citizens, like we don't matter. We're still humans. We still have feelings.
Haladina hopes the protests will bring change during the next 4 years.
We need to move forward, and we need to leave our children and our future children and generations with a good, clean planet.
Protesters I spoke with say the country will face numerous hardships with Trump's new presidency. The protest ended around 3 p.m. Rachel, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. And Monday's inauguration ceremony for President-elect Donald Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will take place inside the Capitol due to dangerously low temperatures. It's expected to be in the teens and low 20s on Monday with heavy winds. Erica Brown is here for you with more on the inauguration preps.
Rather than holding the key inaugural events outside the Capitol, President-elect Donald Trump will take the oath of office and deliver his address inside the building's historic rotunda. Citing the Arctic blast sweeping parts of the country, Trump ordered the ceremonies indoors, saying he doesn't want to see people hurt or injured in any way.
Well, I think people should be able to make their own decisions. They should dress warmly to come out because it's a historical event, and it should be outside, I would think.
I would stand in the 5-degree weather in order to support what he's going to do, what he did in the past, and what he's going to do in the future.
President-elect Trump's speech will be scrutinized for signs of what's in store. In 2017, his speech included several notable moments, including references to American carnage.
There is going to be shock and awe with executive orders, a blizzard of executive orders on the economy as well as on the border.
Protesters rallied in Washington Saturday before Trump becomes the nation's 47th president.
I'm very concerned about the backlash against reproductive rights. I'm very concerned about the threats to immigrants.
The president-elect did not attend President Biden's 2021 inauguration after the Republicans' false claims about a rigged and stolen election, followed by his failed attempt to overturn his loss in the January 6 Capitol riots. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Here in mid-Michigan, the city of Lansing has reactivated its Code Blue weather emergency. It started just a few minutes ago at 6 o'clock and will run until further notice. The Code Blue plan enables local shelters to operate additional hours and temporarily increase capacity. It also allows the Lansing Fire and Police departments to take anyone needing assistance to local shelters. Plus, the CATA bus system will provide free rides to anyone trying to get to a warming center. For a full list of shelters, call 211 or head to our website, WLNS.com. And in light of the incoming cold, the Michigan State Police Emergency Management and Homeland Security Division is urging residents to take extra measures to stay safe. They say to limit your time outdoors. If you must go outside, wear several layers of warm clothing and watch for signs of frostbite or hypothermia. Avoid overexertion. Shoveling snow can put extra strain on your heart, so take it easy and avoid sudden bursts of activity. Keep your pets indoors and prepare for travel emergencies by having a full tank of gas and keeping an emergency kit in your car, including warm clothing, blankets, gloves, hats, and a phone charger. For more cold weather tips, head to our website, WLNS.com.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Take a look at our temperature change over the past 24 hours. We're about 20 to even 30 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday at this time. We're seeing the Upper Peninsula at the coldest right now, negative or minus 29 degrees difference from where we were yesterday, about the teens for around here in the mid-Michigan area. Now our temperatures across Michigan, right now they're into the 20s, but up into the Upper Peninsula, they're into the single digits. And see that pink color? That's what's going to be coming into our way. And in our way, that will be bringing that Arctic cold air that's going to be dangerously cold across the area. Take a look at our skies right now. We're seeing those clear skies. Clouds are going to start to move in, and our cold is really going to start to move in too. High temperatures today were into the 30s, but that was really early this morning. Now they're settling into the 20s, around 26 degrees with a max wind of about 28 miles per hour. Now even into Grand Ledge, we saw temperatures into the 40s today, high of 40. Now we're sitting into the 20s, and and a low of 24 degrees, which is also the temperature right now. We're seeing those temperatures into the Hillsdale area, 25 degrees after a high of 38 degrees, and even down into Jackson. Beautiful sunset happening right now, but a high of 38 degrees and a low of 24 degrees with temperatures into the 20s right now. Taking a look at our satellite radar, we are seeing those clear skies, but we're going to continue to see the clouds for tonight and also the cold weather returning. Zooming out, we can see that there is an area of high pressure system that is going to start to move in, and that will allow for our winds to continue to move in and across the lake. That will also increase our lake effect snow showers as this cold front continues to push to our east. For tonight, we'll see those temperatures into the 12-degree range with mostly cloudy skies and that cold air starting to settle in. Take a look at our wind gusts. For today, they were off the lake, so they didn't get a lot of that lake effect snow kicking up. But as we head into the next couple of days, we'll continue to see it move across the lake, which will also bring some lake effect snow showers into our area. Now, what we have to worry about with that is that the road temperatures are going to be cold as well, so salt isn't going to be as efficient. So we could see some blowing, drifting snow, which could cause some road issues throughout the next couple of days. See, on our precision cast, we'll continue with those cloudy skies for tonight, and then as we head into Sunday, that's when those winds start to bring those lake effect snow showers right back into the area, and anywhere in those areas could pick up maybe a dusting to an inch depending on where you are. On top of that, our temperatures are going to be quite cold throughout the next couple of days. We'll continue to see those temperatures for tomorrow into the teens, but our feels like temperatures will continue to be in the single digits and below zero at times as well. Take a look at our forecast for the next couple of days, our 6-day forecast. We have that red color because it's going to be in the single digits for Monday, Tuesday, and some of Wednesday morning, with our wind chills below zero, well below zero, into the negative 20-degree range.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, very cold. So stay bundled. If you don't have to go outside, don't just stay cold.
Just
stay
relax.
warm.
Yeah. Stay safe, everyone. And thank you, Kelsey. Coming up on